recording.
Light off or light on?
I am
Light off or
recording.
light off?
Welcome back, PLC, to another podcast. This is a podcast episode 47. Yeah, I know. We have a special guest today. It's our big bro, John. You can see that there.
bros.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Want to introduce yourself to? You know, just like, let them know who you are. You have no idea.
My name is John. I go by Litvisionary.
Yes, sir.
Kind of was like the grandfather to his his whole streaming stuff for them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They pull a lot of they follow my footsteps, and I'm proud of them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Real slash crying.
All right, so since John's on the podcast, it'll be more about him, and we're gonna be like having
Questioning him, interrogating him,
Yeah.
seeing what he likes.
Give us an answer out of you.
Because what I've been thinking about is like, because I mean, based off your answers, that I'm pretty sure how like I noticed how like none of us like the same amount or like the same anime. Like none of us favor the same anime that much, except for like Dragon Ball. You know, we all have like our own taste and stuff. So with that, first of all, what is your favorite anime and why?
The reason why is why it's my favorite. All right. For me, it's gonna have to go with One Punch.
Nice.
Okay.
I can see that. I can see why.
Because you gotta remember, like, you guys brought me into anime, you know? I remember the conversation we had. We were in Corona. We were behind the couch. And Jordan was like, you should see My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Mo was like, no, you gotta watch Tokyo Revengers. And you was like, no, you gotta watch AOT. You know, because it was on the savvy stuff. And I was like, well, which one should I watch first, you know?
I remember that.
And I ended up watching My Hero first. So every anime I've watched up until the One Punch point has been recommended to me. You know, you do this, you do this.
Yeah.
I, was scrolling, doom scrolling, Crunchyroll and whatnot, and I actually went to Hulu, believe it or not, and One Punch Man was on Hulu. So I was like, you know what? Everyone, I always hear One Punch Man and like people mad that it stopped at season 2, and I always like watching stuff that people get mad at to see why they get mad at it. So I just started watching it, and I really enjoyed it. So that's why it's my favorite for me. But Death Note is always up there because Death Note was like it predates us in the anime world. Like I was like in middle school. I was reading the books.
Yeah.
And I saw the anime, and I didn't even consider myself an anime lover back then. I just watched it. I just thought it was a cartoon at that point. Like watching Yu-Gi-Oh or Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Which is anime.
It is an anime.
After One Punch, I will have to give it to Vinland Saga.
Ooh.
Vinland Saga.
You said Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone's next on the list, but because it's in its own right, it's not like a regular shonen jump. The Dr. Stone, it's more so intellectual.
Yeah.
It's all about science.
Yeah.
And apply application of the science. But Vinland Saga, it's just the character to me, it has a better character progression than AOT. I feel like AOT, like, even though it has that crazy plot twist, Vinland Saga, I feel like it's richer. It's richer
way more
in character and the
10 times
story more. And like you feel that you're part of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I think another thing, I think why Vinland Saga is like so good. I think because it's like it's attainable. Like it's not too unrealistic where they're like using powers and there's like a power system, more hand-to-hand combat, sword combat. It's like we can like connect, I guess, more to it.
Yeah.
So, but you said One Punch Man. That's a good take. I know it has like a lot of good moments, a lot of hype moments, a lot of motivational moments, but I never seen it like sit down and actually watch anime. I don't know if it's like worth it? Because I know like the guy obviously destroys any enemy in one punch, but like I don't know if that takes away from the aspect like knowing that he's gonna one punch the guy.
And the reason why, and you brought up a good point. You know he's gonna one punch him. You know, if I'm going into an anime and the anime is called One Punch, I expect him to one punch.
Yeah, true.
People, you know, and I don't want him to come across something that he can't overcome. You know, and that's where like Superman goes wrong. You know, like. They always create little something. Oh, but back in Kryptonite, if you have this crystal, he becomes weaker, and it's like, well, okay, like, but you know, he's like, you know, there's moments where you think, oh, is he's actually going, you know, but it ends up, oh, you weren't even doing your full, you know, and that's like kind of why we like, you know, Dragon Ball a lot, you know, because at the end they still defeat everyone they go up against, but they're more like power scaling, you know, they. Have to get to this point to learn and then go, you know? And I like One Punch Man because I already knew going into it that he's going to destroy this guy with one punch. And it was nice to see, even though it was one punch, how they sort of power, how he treats it, you know?
Yeah.
How it's like, okay, I'm so powerful that it's actually boring, you know? And he's trying to find fulfillment because he got so strong, you know? But that's why, that was a good point.
No, but now I get what you're coming from. I guess if you set your expectations One Punch, I guess I can watch it a little bit better though. Yeah.
That's why I can enjoy Mashal, you know, because Mashal was kind of the same concept, you know, super strong, so strong that he fooled the wizarding world that he had wizarding powers, you know. But you go in knowing, okay, this guy's strong. Yeah. Anything he does is gonna make sense to me because you know, the minute he gets proven that he's not a wizard, it's over. Anime's over, you know?
Yeah. You should watch, what's that one? Drawing a Blank. The one I always plays. He's like super strong. He goes to school. They live with Immortal Kings.
Oh, they live with Immortal Kings, yeah. Yeah, but that's a Danhwa, I think. No, yeah, is it Danhwa?
Yeah,
it's a Chinese.
It's Korean.
Yeah. Oh no, I think it's
Chinese.
Yeah, Chinese.
Yeah, but it's like kind of the same concept. You know, the main character's like super strong, but like he's trying to like suppress it because if he like uses it, he can like destroy the whole world and stuff like that. But it's really good. I think you'll like it.
But do you think? I feel like a reason why like One Punch Man and like you like Mashal, I don't know. It's like due to the fact because of the comedy of it, or is it just like. Do you think you like funnier animes more than other animes? Like,
I think it does have to have a funny aspect to it. Because even Vinland Saga being as serious as it was, I feel like it had its funny moments as well. Like it had where okay, that was pretty funny, you know. Yeah. And I think a funny aspect does, you know, persuade me to like an anime more. It makes it more entertaining for me. It's not just about fighting and betrayal. You know, I can have a laugh while watching it. I can enjoy it.
All right. So, but would you say Saitama is like your favorite main character, or do you have a different favorite favorite anime character as a whole?
Oh, I mean, Lelouch is up there.
Ooh.
Yeah,
better.
Lelouch is up there. If I would have only just watched the anime, and it ended. And Light won, it would be Light.
It could have been Light.
It would be Light, you know. I just felt they got to a point where it kind of like they got to a point where he had to lose, but because it got to that point, you know. And with Lelouch, it destroys that, you know. Lelouch it builds up just like Light, but then he gets to a point and then surpasses it and becomes like a really good. Character at the end, and then it was like an actual close. You know, I felt like okay, it's over. You know,
it made more sense to me.
Yeah, I can understand the ending of Death Note. How he died like on the staircase. What he's talking about Light now?
Yeah.
What he was talking about Light? Weren't you?
Oh no.
Light.
I'll show you. You see.
What? Yeah.
What?
What happened?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll tell you after.
Bro, what?
What?
That's how
You
I'm
You know how you don't like
You guys see the clip. You guys see the clip.
Martin didn't name
Yeah.
mean it, but like, I'm pretty sure like it just like it sounded like it.
Just go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm confused. Alright, what's the next question?
Wait, so you would say your favorite
Lelouch.
character of all time is
Of all time.
Of all time, Lelouch.
Because like I'm pretty sure like it's weird to see how like we would all have a different answer, you know? Because like I feel like usually like since we're like brothers, like we would all like favor the same anime, you know? But like I don't know. I feel
I
like
feel like we all favor Dragon Ball though.
Yeah,
That's like our
that's
base,
the
like our
only one,
foundation.
though.
But like then we branch off
if
to
we were all to see our favorite character, I don't think we would say the same character.
True.
Hey, who's yours?
Of
Of all
obviously
time.
Dragon Ball like Vegeta and Gohan, but then if I'm picking like our other animes that we watch, I'm probably going with Takamichiki.
Bro.
Tokyo Revenger. He calls him that because I'm pretty sure people call him that.
Or Thorfinn.
Okay.
Oh, always Senku, of course.
Yeah.
How to go Ichigo.
So,
Like yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's like I feel like it's good because it's not. It shows that we're not just like biased on an anime.
Yeah.
It's like we all have our own taste, you know. But it's not like too different.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, another question that we've discussed, like probably on the first episode, was what do you think is the saddest death in anime that you've ever seen?
Saddest death?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to remember
what did they say?
any of the recent ones. Because I feel like recently, other than Link, like, we haven't, like, really...
I need to catch up on Link. Like.
I'm not going to give any spoilers, but we haven't really seen someone of importance, like, actually affect us and die, you
Link,
know?
like there was a good the cop from season 2.
Yeah.
Where he jumps off the
Kitanami?
Yeah, it could even even Bakugo, you know, it would have came close if he actually what?
Kalen?
Oh, let's give up.
You don't know how that says.
You don't know if he actually dies yet.
Alright, go.
But so because I'm even going and thinking, you know, like JJK with even though with like the best friend,
Oh, the
Nobara?
No,
no,
talking about
Itadori. The
Itadori.
right?
Jubi?
Jubi?
Yeah, Jubi.
Him?
sorry, no, it's time.
Oh, Kitanami.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that was probably
That was beautiful.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
very beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that came like super close
Mhm.
recently, but the first one has to probably go to because I know at the time we were watching it every single Saturday. You know, at 9:30 a.m. We didn't know what was gonna happen next, and Vegeta sacrificing himself.
That's what I said.
That it has to be the.
I wish I was
saddest
there
one.
when I saw you guys.
Only because we watched it as it was coming out,
Yeah.
and we didn't. And I don't even think we had. It didn't continue on until the next episode.
Yeah.
After that, we had to
Yeah.
find it online or something like
And
that.
at the time, we didn't know he was gonna come back because remember he told Piccolo he's like, "Oh, can I come back from this?" He's
And he
like,
said no because
Yeah.
you're going somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know. I was like okay, you know. So it has to be that, and then probably Nanami.
Nanami?
Yeah.
Because Moi has Vegeta, right?
"Yeah, I said Vegeta."
I mean, for me,
You said Escanor, I think.
Escanor.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't watched
Seven Deadly
Sins.
Sins.
Yeah, I haven't watched Seven Deadly Sins.
for me, one that always comes to mind, just because it's like, it's sad a lot for the character, was what's her name? Shirley from Code Geass.
Oh,
When Roller
I
kills her,
forgot that.
and then he's like, I don't know, it's just sad
That's
because
so sad. It made me laugh because I was like Rolo was like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm doing Lelouch a favor," and he was just smiling while doing it. I was like, "Yeah."
That was
But
sad.
for me, it's sad because like it's like she's saying that even though she forgot about him, like she would still fall in love with him no matter what.
Mhm.
And he keeps trying to use his Gios like, oh, I command you
bring
to
her
live.
back. Yeah, damn.
And he saw that like his Gios can't solve everything.
Mm.
You know, there's like limits to it.
Like the most shocking one was the one in JJK when they were bringing the girl down.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his name? Toji shot her in the head.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
in the hidden inventory arc.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Oh
little girl.
yeah.
That one was crazy.
That was
I didn't know it was gonna happen. You know?
We almost went, duh.
I know. What they made it up.
Yeah,
They made it good.
I thought it was gonna. Yeah, I thought they were all good. It was all happy, and then that happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think another underrated death like that is, I mean, I already said it, but the cop from Link Click, the one that jumps off the roof.
Yeah.
But it's sad after you see his wife and her backstory, and like when they're at the funeral, you see her walking down in her wedding dress, and it's like, yeah, and it just starts playing the song, like
Yeah.
everybody.
When is she pregnant?
Yeah,
Yeah, she was
she had a
pregnant,
kid
too.
on the way, and then it comes back to all the scenes. Is like it shows like they're on dates, and he would always leave her for work, and she's like, you promised you would always be back. And then
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, because she thinks like he did it on purpose. I mean, that's what they're making it look like, but that's not the case, you know.
Mhm.
I feel like that's a sad one.
Another question was I think we said this one too. Like, what's one character you think had wasted potential?
Wasted potential. A character that's just a waste is Minata from My Hero.
Mineta.
He's just a waste.
No potential.
There's no potential.
potential.
But when it comes to wasted potential, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Piccolo, man.
Piccolo?
I feel like
Yeah.
Piccolo.
And he's up there now.
Well, I know, because I feel like every single time Piccolo is just like he understands everything that's going
I know,
on.
he does.
And, like,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I see what he did there, but it's like he never does that. You know, he's always like the second rate,
Yeah.
can never do it.
Would you like to see him like at the same level?
I do.
Yeah.
Because he's been there. Since
I feel like he's
the
worth
beginning.
it. Like, he's worth it to be up there.
I feel like
I see
he-
it.
I mean, people hate on it because he's like that strong now. But
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I mean, it was like the first kind of hint that I was like, okay, this is where he has to be at. You know,
Yeah.
he's been with this cast from the beginning.
Right.
You know,
At
Yeah.
one point, he was at the level of Goku when in the Dragon Ball Zero.
yeah,
Where in the first tournament that Goku went
Yeah.
against him. I mean, Goku was only a kid, but still, they were like on par.
and the more recent anime, at least recent to me, maybe. Because when you say waste of potential, it's like
like they could have done more.
Yeah.
Like for me, my answer was Kento Nanami. Like I feel like we could have seen like a domain expansion from him.
There wasn't as much for
Yeah,
him.
like we knew he quit and he came back, but he was still so strong. Like we could have like what happens if he stayed longer like alive, or like what could he have done like more in the show?
Okay, so now I guess I just give it to All Might then.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Because to me it's like we meet him and he's already has a sickness, and I know the main character is Deku,
Uh-huh.
but like I don't know, with the girl being able to reverse.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Yeah,
and he came
yeah.
back and he wasn't like we thought he was gonna be good, but he's just there.
Yeah,
now.
I don't think it's like All Might himself is wasted potential, but I think like it's the writer.
Yeah.
Yes.
'Cause, like he's up there, but it's not like he's wasting his potential. But like he could have been.
He could
Yeah.
could have been more.
Involved.
Yeah, like the concept of All Might could have been. It could have been in the shadows. They could have done it. They could have done it well.
Mhm.
You know, they could have still have the light on Deku,
Yeah.
all while having All Might be there. You
Yeah.
know, it just they just have to write it that way. You know.
Mhm.
I agree with that.
Any questions, you? You've been
Any
real quiet over there.
You know, there was a guess. So,
He's the
okay, I guess. Who do you think is the best sensei out of all the teacher? Like, you know, like who's the best? That's why.
I honestly,
Yeah, why do you laugh at that one question?
All right, so what's another question?
What? No, answer that.
I'm asking.
or like who like
Who would you date?
or I was okay. How is who like who do you think has like the most coolest power?
Bro,
Like power system?
Yeah, okay, power system. We'll do that. Like, which anime have you seen that had like the best like that?
Power system.
Yeah, they were. Oh, shoot, that's pretty cool.
My hero.
My Hero.
Quirks?
Really?
Yeah,
Quirks?
I think quirks.
I think it's because it's so versatile and different.
And it's almost like it's based like on your personality, you know. And I just think that their power scaling is good, because like with Demon Slayer, it's like.
Everyone's saying on Demon Slayer all the time, bro.
Well, because it just I don't know. Good. It's like
They train to get their strength.
you say that, but it doesn't feel that way.
Yeah.
You know, like
the fact that they have to show the whole season of training to show how like they're training.
And they're humans. They don't have a power system.
But well, that's what I'm saying. It's like they don't have the power. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like you're making me believe this guy
You're
has
playing
flames.
imaginary.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
It's like us fighting when we're 5. Like, oh, I throw a tornado at you.
You know, when you told me, okay, this guy has flames, and then you comes around the corner like, well, they're actually not flames. You know, it's like, oh, what did I just watch that was so
That's
cool?
the visual effects. It's just like the strength behind it.
Well, that's why I like My Hero. I feel like they do a good job with giving quirks and then power scaling them.
Yeah.
You know?
I got another question. A better one. Yeah.
Wait, well,
Oh,
because
Like me, like
yeah.
I mean, I like there are a lot of like power systems I liked in the past, but there was just one new anime, To Be Hero X. I feel like that, like it's like so you like you.
that one's cool too. Yeah.
I like-
It's almost like My Hero with how different it is, like versatility wise.
Right.
But it's like it's more unique because it's like they earn their power.
Yeah, and then it's like something they stand for. So
Yeah.
like, it like with obviously My Hero, you're born with the quirk, so you don't get to decide. But like say like with My Hero, it's like To Be Hero X. I mean, like your power comes from obviously the people who believe in you, but people who believe in you for things for which you stand for. So like Furman, for example. Oh, you haven't seen it, huh?
I've seen the first.
Okay,
half
so like
of it.
obviously,
Don't say anything though.
I know obviously like he gets his power like to be firm,
Mhm.
and because he was like, you seen the intro, right?
Yeah.
Where he was holding it for
Standing
yeah,
there,
yeah.
Yeah.
So like then the girl believed in him, and then that's how his power is to be firm.
Yeah, I like how like whoever is dedicated and wants to be a hero could be a hero because there's a lot of people in My Hero who just can't do it. You know,
Yeah.
like Shin's the guy with the voice.
Oh yeah.
How he wants to be a hero, but it's like the class 1A doesn't favor powers like his. You know.
True.
I don't know why, which is like.
Oh yeah.
Say
Well,
to-
Maneta is crazy.
I know.
That is crazy. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, he does he's more effective for sure.
Yeah. I mean, another one, the one that's interesting to me, like that could be like considered the best, just because it's like it's kind of unique to me is Fire Force,
Oh.
just because it's like it's so simple, but like everybody just has their own little thing, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw this thing where it's like first it started off simple, where it's like, oh, this guy. Like first we meet the lieutenant, like he controls the velocity because there's fire in it,
Yeah.
but then later on it's like, oh, this guy controls other people's heat while like it just gets more complicated. But I like it. It's like interesting.
I think it's still like simple. I know they probably can't get too crazy with it because it's obviously have to do with fire, so they can only do so much. But I think they've done so far. I mean, I think that's why they're limited to their like the cast they
Yeah.
introduced to, because then it would just be repeats. But Fire
Mhm.
Force is a cool one to have.
But yeah, I mean, I think my actual answer would have to go to Bleach, just because it's like not just one power system. There's a bunch of, like there's Reshi for the like the Shinigamis and stuff, and then for the Quincy's. But I like, and then like, I don't know, it's just like so much little stuff because within that there's like Bankais and
And then what's the other one? The Full Brain.
Fullbringer.
Yeah, that
It's
was
just like
cool.
I don't know. I just like how much there is
Mhm.
to it.
For me, I'm gonna have to go with. I've been watching Soul Eater, and it's basically a Meister with a weapon, but that weapon has to be like kind of like equal to your soul type deal. So if you guys are not compatible, you guys will not work.
I've seen a little bit
And
of
yeah,
Soldier.
and then it's cool because if they collect 100 souls, your weapon will become a death weapon, which
Yeah.
is more powerful. And I mean that's all I've seen right now, and I think it's pretty cool.
Does the main character
Yeah.
have like a weak one?
No, it's like a huge.
Oh,
side.
actually, yeah, he actually.
That's pretty
has
cool.
a-
Yeah.
a big
They basically copy Fullbringer with that.
Oh,
you know how
Yeah.
Fullbringer in Bleach is like you need an item that you hold truly to your like dearly to yourself, and it will bring out the power.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, what was your other question?
My question is, do you prefer story or animation?
Story
You
or animation?
personally.
You personally.
Me personally.
You're going to a new anime. Would you want like have a great story or like?
Because like I don't know, people are always hate on story, but then like everyone was hating on this week's episode of Fire Force, even though it has like one of the most
But,
interesting
like,
stories,
yeah.
and the animation is not bad. And, like everyone was talking trash on it, and then it gets #1 anime episode of the week, just because that just shows like the story's actually good.
Yeah.
The animation's not bad. People are just stupid because it topped Superhero X, it topped Vigilantes, and it topped what's the other one?
Yaiba?
Oh yeah, it topped Yaiba too.
Like, Yaiba does not have a story.
Animation.
It doesn't even have a good story.
It's
It's
just
only
animation.
So when we say animation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking about?
Like decent? Would you rather have decent animation in a really peak story, or a story like Demon Slayer, or basically, or a Demon Slayer?
I would say Dan, bro. There's
Yeah,
story
but yeah, no,
in-
Dandy, yeah.
It's
Like,
not the greatest story, but
Yeah.
there's still story in Demon Slayer, bro.
But like Dan doesn't even have good animation. That's why I'm saying because what compare like Demon Slayer clears Dan in animation,
Clears everyone.
Yeah.
not Bleach, but Thousand Year Blood War.
Well, with the preset that you let out,
Uh-huh.
I would say I'd go with decent animation
Uh-huh.
with a good story, but like I struggle to watch Code Geass
I like
because-
Code Geass still.
because
And if you,
Uh,
I think it's more the art style of it, not the animation.
no, it's definitely the animation.
I don't know. I think
'Cause
because they
think about it,
they have
'cause-
long bodies.
Well, because I also didn't like Ninja Kumai.
Kamui.
Yeah, Kamui.
Uh-huh.
Because it felt like I was watching, something from Cartoon Network, back in the day. Like, I was watching, I was watching a cartoon, I was watching Scooby-Doo again, And, like, the anime, I can't watch, I will never watch One Piece, I'll never watch Naruto. The animation.
How about that though?
Well, because I grandfathered that one in,
And I feel like that one already has good
Yeah,
animation.
Oh, and
No, but it has that old animation
Yeah,
that
that-
Code Geass has.
Yeah, like it has like a film over it, and like it's like it just looks like watching Yu-Gi-Oh. all
Yu-Gi-Oh! I was
over
gonna say
again,
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah.
And I can't tag along. Like I just
Yeah.
can't keep watching it,
Yeah.
and that's why I struggled watching Code Geass. If Mia wasn't there, forcing me to watch it, I wouldn't be able to watch it by myself. Like him dragging me through. Was,
So animation over story is what you're saying.
when it comes to that, but Jordan said decent animation.
Yeah, like
So
I'm saying, like
decent
like Doctor Stone animation was
Yeah.
a really good
Oh
story.
yeah,
Because people say Doctor Stone animation is bad, but it's literally like it's good, it's
Yeah.
watchable.
It's watchable. Like as long as it's watchable, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And it doesn't have to like
Wow.
focusing 3D on the fish inside the lake next to the main character. I don't care about all that.
Yeah.
I care about give me something that's nice to look at in HD, and give me a story.
Because people were only talking about the newest Doctor Stone season was because of that. When he jumped off the
Oh yeah.
out of the boat
Uh-huh.
and they're just moving towards the
I
camera.
remember that.
Everyone was talking about that, but they don't appreciate the story.
yeah.
They don't. They don't see how peak it is.
Yeah.
I like Doctor Stone. A lot of people. I mean, I think it's like all those like One Piece people who are just hating on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I hate the newer animators or new anime watchers
Yeah.
that just came into anime
Yeah.
because the only animes they've watched AOT, Soul Leveling, and
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, and just
Oh.
like the newest One Piece episode.
Okay, but we have to remember, right? If they've only watched that, they can't say Soul Leveling is good or better than anything else, right?
They do that though.
And I know you're not.
Oh, sorry.
You didn't make it to my point. My point is, for us anime watchers, I think we can appreciate Soul Leveling giving us that kind of story
Yeah.
to where because we already know how it goes.
Right.
We've watched so many different storylines,
Yeah.
so many different arcs that it's nice and refreshing to watch an anime that okay, this guy's gonna kick ass and he ends up kicking ass.
Yeah.
We don't have to go through a thing where we're gonna be walking up 1,000 flights of steps just to get to the point. You know, we get to the point. we get to the point right away. The animation is great, and I don't know. To me, like it's easier now to connect with the voice actors because they're all on TikTok and stuff like that. And, you know, they know how to give us the performance we want because we can comment to them, you know? Like, you know, Alex Lee and everyone saying, you don't mess up, Rise, you know, Rise. And I think he did a great job when he came to the voice acting. And in fact, he got to my top list of voice actors because of how passionate he was to give us a good a good effort.
So,
you know?
what do you think about like the TikTok dub haters? It's like, oh, you watch dub.
I mean, since we've been to Japan, you know, you know, I mean, I don't know. To me, I want the option for dub to be there, and I thought Dr. Stone, I think, led. I don't know if it led, but at least in my recent example of watching anime, it led me to believe that how their formula is, it's great because they come out with both dub and sub.
Yeah.
And it gives people an option to watch either or. And I think that would be less as a divide, you know? Because I think when stuff comes out and it's only in Japanese and people have to read it, it gives anime watchers who like watching it in Japanese kind of like entitlement, like, oh, I get to watch it first. And people who have to wait till the dub comes out because that's how they enjoy it, it's like they're kind of getting everything second-handed. And I think that's what creates the disconnect between the two. And that's why the Japanese say, oh, we're better because first of all, we come out first, you know?
Right.
We get to watch at least 3-4 episodes before you get to watch the first one that comes out. And I think Dr. Stone and, you know, what was the recent anime that did that? Where they bought both dub and sub?
Kaiju number,
Dan did
Kaiju
that?
number 8.
Vigilantes.
Vigilantes,
yeah.
yeah.
Hero X.
And that's another point. My Hero didn't do that. And my wife who likes watching My Hero, she likes watching it in dub. And so far behind, almost to the point where you just don't watch it anymore.
Yeah, true.
And then we watched it. We waited. But if they didn't come out with it, you know, you just lose. You lose traction.
Yeah.
You lose the fire. Especially because if you're on anime TikTok, everyone's posting the highlights right away. You know, and you just lose it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I don't mind watching in dub. Like, I don't like. I like it, you know. But like if there is a dub, I'll probably watch the dub. But like, I always watch the sub because that's what it comes out in first, you know.
So do you watch it just because of that reason?
Yeah, like
first?
if the anime already has a dub, then I watch it in dub. Like, I don't if I watch a show and it has like a dub and a sub, I'm probably gonna watch it in dub.
Yeah, and
I was saying like if like the most like recent episodes are only coming out in sub. Like
I still watch it.
So you?
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't mind sub. I don't mind dub. You know, but like I only watch it in sub because you know sometimes it doesn't come out in dub right away. But yeah.
Like me, I prefer sub. Like honestly, I feel like there's like more. I mean, there's more like passion behind the voice actors, but there's some like do it well. Like Soul Leveling was one that did it really good. Like
did they come out with? No, it was only Japanese, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, like I don't mind watching it in sub because I mean I like how they sound and like I can hear the passion, but I mean there's like a very few selected few that have a good voice in English. Like what's one that's like really bad? It's
in English.
Yeah.
Naruto's voice actor.
No, yeah, that's one of them. But there's one that
Tanjiro's.
Yeah,
I don't like Tanjiro.
I'll never. No.
It's only Tanjiro. It's only Tanjiro.
You consider like the only anime I won't watch in dub. I'd rather watch it in sub.
And I think part of your answer, the reason why you like the sub more, is because since we're English speakers, you for them to try to match, we can see that it's dirt. You know, it feels that almost uncomfortable for them to get to that kind of tonality because in Japanese, because I'm learning Japanese on Duolingo.
Sorry.
Hashtag ad. It's easier to mash up words together, and not only to mash up words, but it's easier on your throat when you're saying those words.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And instead of in English. But for me, I think that the reason why I like dub a lot is because of like the different actors that go to different anime, and then you can recognize the voice.
Yeah.
Like when I see, Vegeta's voice actor,
Yeah.
it makes to me it makes the anime that much better.
I can see that.
But what was I gonna say? What were we talking about?
Voice
actors.
Yeah. I can't stand Goku's sub voice actor.
Yeah.
It's like there's such a huge disconnect because like you can hear the femininity in the voice. Like, and I already know like in the dub version, I can know obviously it's like voiced by a guy character. It's like I can hear like the difference. So it's like kind of hard for me to.
No, I got no voice actor. It's just like the.
Yeah, it's just like how I grew up. I knew how Goku sounded.
Yeah, because I feel like when we first grew up, like I remember when I was so used to English, and when I would see like Dragon Ball in Japanese, I'm like what is this? Like, is this like I felt like I was like not the real Dragon Ball. You know?
This Friday for Daima, Sean, the voice actor Goku's playing Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Oh,
the
dubs coming out.
Both of them.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The 2 last episodes are coming out this Friday, so he's gonna be. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be voice acting that scream. So I'm gonna watch that.
Cool.
A question that I had that we've like all answered before. I just want to see your answer. Is who's your favorite anime villain?
Villain?
Yeah, of all time. And like why? There's always a good reason.
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of good villains.
There's a lot of good villains.
Name who I said.
Oh, Jordan said.
Who did I say?
You said Majin Buu.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, Kid Buu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
Kid
like,
Buu. Yeah.
I was like,
Not
what?
Majin, yeah, Kid Buu.
No, I'd probably have to go with Tamura.
Tomura Shigaraki.
Yeah. I have to go with Shigaraki only because like his story. I don't know. It just I feel like I can see the where he came from, and I can see how it messed him up. You know, I know there's a lot of characters that they do a really good job with doing that, but with this one, I don't know. Like you feel the pain, you feel that he's lost. He's he has the one he's in a world where quirks are supposed to be highlighted and supposed to help. And his is to destroy. And
kind of overpowered.
It's definitely overpowered, but like to grow up knowing that there's heroes out there and that your quirk is to destroy, and it kind of just puts you on this path that you may not want to be in. But
he hasn't got manipulated though.
Yeah, he did get manipulated, but it's like, but he had the quirk to kind of like, okay, yeah, I destroyed. It makes sense.
True. Yeah, because for me, like. Especially for Yi too, the difference between like for me when I say like when I think of a villain, I think like my favorite is Aizen because first of all, Aizen like doesn't have a sad backstory. We don't know why he's doing it, so it's like it's almost like I like it when they don't make you feel bad for the villain because for Shigaraki, it's like oh like he could have been a hero, but like for Aizen and Kid Buu's like oh this is how like they are,
Okay.
It's like they're actually like a villain, and for me it's like Aizen he's like strong enough to be a real villain, It's like they're like when you first see Aizen, it's like there's no way there's anybody beating him, like he's this strong, he's considered a villain, we don't know why he's doing it, like
I feel like we don't see that a lot.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm saying every time there's a villain now, it's like oh this is why he's a villain. Like feel bad for him, But yeah, I mean, I prefer it or I like it because it's like you're not supposed to feel bad for them, You want the main character to win, and I don't know, it makes me feel like like them more because it's like, oh, this is who they actually are. It's not like they're being manipulated to do it. It's not like, oh, he had a bad growing up. Like he just chose to do this, you know.
I feel like that's like awful one too, right?
I don't know. He had the story with his brother.
Yeah, he had. Like,
we really don't know like his motives behind it. We just know that he had that quirk and he just started doing it. We don't know like why.
I feel like he just wanted the power. He just wanted power. No.
I mean, I haven't dug really deep into it, but I'm pretty sure he has a backstory. Like I said, like Kid Buu, and I feel like those are, like they're one off for sure.
Yeah.
And I can actually I can appreciate hating someone, and like that's what you're they're meant to be hated, you know. And
I feel like Kid Buu was actually like
evil,
like the villain. Like he actually the definition of a villain.
Yeah. He has no passion
whatsoever. Just went earth to earth, destroy everyone.
Just scorch earth.
Yeah.
Who did him? Oh, who did he say?
I forgot who I said. I'm trying to remember. I think I said like Vegeta.
Oh,
no, you said Cell, no?
Yeah,
I
think I said Majin Vegeta, but then I think I also said Cell as well. But I'm trying to think of like more villains, but really can't think of any. Like you said, a lot of them are like they make you feel bad nowadays.
Yeah, and like because you want you want your main character to obviously win, but at the same time you're just like they want you to kind of put them up against each other. Like it can go either way.
Yeah, and
you'll have to see how it ends up.
Right. I mean, and that's why Broly is like I really like they did him really good in the first movies, but like in this I don't like how they did him in the other.
Really?
I like how they made him like pure chaos in the first two.
No, like I feel like they made his story better because like before.
The story's good, but it's because they make you feel bad, and now you can see like maybe they can team up in the future. But I like how they just drew him as straight as a villain, like in the first one.
Because at first you find out that he just doesn't like Goku because he cried next to him. Yeah. But then in the new one, it's like he doesn't like anybody because they threw him away. You know.
I mean, I think it's deeper than that. He was abandoned.
In the second one?
He wasn't really, his father came to him.
But his father was dead once he was
in the second one or the first one?
Oh,
the first one, they killed his dad and they stabbed him and threw him away. But in the second one, it's like they did that but they just like left him alive. But it wasn't like he didn't like Goku off the rip. It was just like, it was more like he just did what he was told, you know? He was being controlled.
True.
But yeah. So you said Broly?
No, I mean, I think I'm still gonna stick with Cell.
Why Cell?
Oh, I think it has to do like how he unlocked like Gohan's like power, like the Super Saiyan 2. I just like the fight between them. There's nothing that like I like about
him.
Cell, yeah.
Like, but there was no motive like towards him doing that. He just wanted to show like his true power.
Wasn't he like created?
Well, yeah, he was created
because he's an android. He was just created to destroy Earth, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't have like a favorite villain. I would say. I mean, Aizen's probably one of my tops too, but like
Aizen.
Yeah.
He's not up there.
No, I mean he's up there, but like he's yours, you know.
If you know, you know. Aizen's like the GOAT. He has all the plot twists. He tricks you.
Underrated characters. What's his name? From
Gin?
Yeah, Gin.
Gin. If you know,
from
you know.
What time we got?
What is it?
An hour and 30 minutes.
Actually?
No, 43 minutes.
Bro. Like, there's no way.
Favorite soundtrack?
Yeah, I was gonna say soundtrack or opening. Like, what anime... Okay, we could do... What anime has the best openings, and then what anime has the best soundtracks? Because we try to talk about this, but Moy doesn't really remember soundtracks that much. But I don't know if you remember soundtracks a lot. I know you know My Hero, because My Hero's really good, but...
Yeah,
But first, just say openings. Yeah.
I mean, I love it in Saga opening.
All of them?
Yeah, I love all of them.
Like as a total?
Yeah.
But your favorite opening of like all time is the number one? Or
yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just really good.
I remember first listening to that, I was like, bro, this thing hits.
The drum coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's other, really good openings.
Yeah.
But I don't know, with that one, like that's like my go-to. But when it comes to soundtrack, I'm gonna have to get Dr. Stone.
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can feel what they're doing. When like sometimes when the soundtrack comes on in anime, I kind of just don't think about it. You know, I'm thinking about what's going on and what's happening. But with Dr. Stone, it's like they work hand in hand almost. Like I feel like the people who made the soundtrack were watching the scenes that the soundtrack was gonna be in, and they write it for the soundtrack.
Okay. For me, I think for openings, I'm going with Assassination Classroom.
Ooh.
I feel like I know. Huh?
No,
You see
John, you watched that or
Assassination?
no?
Yeah.
You should watch it.
Every opening's like fire. Like you feel like a part of the class.
You do, yeah.
But like I don't know, like every time, like I don't really skip animes, like anime openings. Yeah, but like with this one, like I've always watched it because like it always like it's like quick, it's not too long, but it's like quick and like it's like a good beat.
Yep.
But like with OST, I think like one that's like super underrated is like Black Clover because it gets like shunned out by like the animation. Yeah. But like the Black Clover OST is like really good too. Mm-hmm. They always do like the openings like in those like faded out,
and you always know it's like
like you know something's about to go down.
Yeah.
For me, for openings, I would probably have to give it to My Hero because how much they have, there's like 15 now or like something. 15, yeah. But like, there's so much that like they don't like miss. Like the first like 10 are all just like straight bangers. Like I remember, especially the second one where they're all warming up. That one is so fire.
Like Hebrew. Oh, that's the soundtrack.
It's like when they're all warming up, that thing is so fire. But yeah, I'll go with My Hero for openings, but for soundtracks, I'll probably give it to Bleach. Just because first, like the OG ones are so nostalgic that they always would play. Like it's so good. And then like the newer ones are like even like towards the end of Bleach, it's just like when the ones that they play for like fights and stuff, like they go so hard.
I think an honorable mention would have to be Link Click for sure.
For soundtracks?
For openings.
Crazy.
Because like the opening, like it just...
The number one was crazy.
He hasn't seen the newest one.
Both of them, I feel like they just... They just connect. Yeah, they just connect with what you're watching.
Like there's a story within the
first one. I love the first one.
It kind of tells
the
you
second
what
one.
I can't remember
the second one, the claw one, the animation where it goes backwards.
Is it?
Yeah,
I thought it was the first one.
The first one is it didn't take
so long to realize.
I guess the second one.
All of them are just great.
Yeah.
All of them are just great. I just thought this was honorable mention.
Yeah.
Best opening of all times. Ohio Chicago. Bro, I can never get like old to that, bro.
So you're saying Dr. Stone has the best openings?
Yes. Of all time, like they all hit.
No.
Fireworks too.
For me, I was gonna say my favorite of all time has to be Inferno. Just like that singular one, the first opening, like that, nothing tops that.
I mean, I watched that intro before even watching the anime.
Yeah, it's so good. Man.
Same here. Like before I started watching the anime, I listened to
the intro.
But
that thing is so fire, man.
But Dr. Stone has some bangers, animes. I mean, openings.
Dan. I mean, I don't like Dan, but like it's catchy though.
The opening.
Creepy Nuts is really good.
Yeah.
The only part I like about that is the middle part.
Yeah. Right to Japan though too.
Yeah. It kind of we relate to it a lot because
I think Orbs are better though.
Orbs? Yeah.
Orbs is so good.
Orbs over
To Your Eternity is trash.
Huh?
To Your Eternity.
I really don't like the
Really?
Yeah.
I skipped it every single time. Yeah.
I always skip.
I don't think I've even seen the second season. I never heard it.
It's the same one.
The same one. Yeah, I don't
They
like
don't
switch.
switch
Yeah.
It's like,
For the best OST, I'm gonna have to go with Goru from One Punch Man.
Oh, I like that.
So, but is it like that's your favorite OST or One Punch Man has the best OSTs?
And One Punch is actually there though. Like
Really?
yeah, if you actually listen to it, it's actually like it's good.
People hate on One Punch Man. They try to hate. They try to find anything to hate on it.
Yeah.
But hey, low key, I feel like it checks all the
power
boxes.
power within you coming out.
I feel like it checks all the boxes.
Yeah, actually, like when you're watching it,
I just feel like it checks a lot of the boxes that we say we like.
That's how I feel for like the Bleach, the 1,000 Year Blood Work OSTs. Like they're all just like metal, just like they're so good.
Yeah. But that Goro every time that plays, Goro's gonna go crazy.
Doesn't he like lose all the time?
No.
Who's the Class C hero?
Genos.
He's the one that loses.
Yeah.
Genos?
Yeah, but
doesn't he get
He's not
strong?
Class C. He's Class S.
He Class S.
Yeah.
And he loses?
Who's the one that says that? Who's the one that says like I'm gonna stand up for all the Class C heroes who say that we're amount to nothing?
Oh,
he has the helmet.
Moonrider.
Oh, Moonrider.
Yeah.
Easy. But
I like his though.
Yeah.
Because the reason he loses all the time is he tries to get people that are obviously a lot stronger than him, but he's a robot, and someone made him, and the guy keeps upgrading him.
He's like an Iron Man.
Yeah,
Yeah, because like every time he loses, he adds something to it.
Since
makes him, yeah.
They made him lose the last fight. He adds on to it.
But in that one, are people born with the powers?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
But Saitama just worked out.
Yeah, he just worked
And
out.
that's why everyone's so confused.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it's like exactly like Mashal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and although there is other people who like they train
Mhm.
to be heroes too, like they're what their thing is strength. Like they have that tournament.
Yeah.
The tournament was for money, but there was a lot of strong people there, like above human strong.
Yeah.
But it's because they were training. But that's basically it. Everyone else just has powers.
Yeah. I mean, you saying that just made me want to ask you, like, I don't know how we haven't asked this, but what do you think is the best anime fight of all time? And, like, we all have our own reasons for our pick.
Okay, I like this, and it's because I wish this is how every anime with multiple characters fight should go. It's Gato High School.
Yeah, okay.
I think all
Gato High School, bro.
That's exactly what thinking of. That
It's
one.
just they did so well with the camera work. Like,
Yeah.
it felt like we were watching everyone do their thing.
But it's like, I feel like that fight is like the most underrated fight ever.
Oh,
for like what it
absolutely.
is.
Everything happening
Like,
at the same time was
And
crazy.
I've never like talked to anybody and they've like mentioned God of High School or that fight. Like it's never happened.
And it's crazy because like My Hero has the best potential to have that kind
Yeah.
of
They
thing,
never do it.
and they never do it.
Never.
And even with like Demon Slayer or with I'm excited for the Infinity Castle.
Yeah.
It should go crazy.
Yeah, I'm hoping we're gonna get the same level
Like
of
realistically, it should be like that where it's like two different people
Back
are
to back.
fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
like,
should. I
swapping off.
swear they don't do that. I'll be very
I
disappointed.
don't want to. Oh, we're here, and then that's it. And then like they'll clip over here, and then they'll clip back. You know, and
Yeah.
like I wanted to.
Just go through-
they're fighting,
through
and then
Infinite Castle.
boom, they're
That-
fighting.
that-
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
they're tag teaming,
Tag
and
team,
they're like
yeah.
over here, and then they go that. Yeah,
But like, I don't think anybody because like something else that fight is just perfect. It's just the OST.
yeah.
It's just like the fact that the guy like he tells the people to start playing the music. He's like, let's get the show started.
Yeah,
It's just like so like it's crazy how like I've never seen another anime where it's like the OST is part of the anime. You know,
That
like,
is true.
where it's like he tells him to
Let's
play
start
the
music,
you know like that. I don't know. That's just like it has good animation. The fights are going crazy. Like the stakes, the story. Just everything about that fight is like so good.
Yeah, I mean that's I think is the best one ever. I mean, I know I really enjoyed watching Garo versus the Hashira.
Tengen. Tengen versus Guitar. Yeah.
That was probably my favorite fight in the Demon World one. And I mean,
Would that be your second?
Huh?
Would that be your second, or do you have?
I don't
like,
know if it was
another?
my second. Yeah, I think in the Demon Slayer world, it's top one for second fight. I mean, there's a lot, you know, and I don't want to put Dragon Ball up there because it's so grandfathered in that I think it's cheating, you know, because we all watched the Jiren versus
that fight.
that fight was like so great and like we were so hyped, you know. So I feel like it's like a cheat, it's a cop out. That's what's on my head. It's a cop out. I'll probably have to go and
Like just forget about the God of High School fight because like that just like, I feel like
it's a match.
if people watch that like I don't know they just need to watch it and they'll know, you know.
Yeah.
So we all just forget about that and just like say another one for second, like
Toji versus Gojo.
Toji versus Gojo.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Do you think-
and it's like the part 1 and the part 2.
Yeah.
I like it's like the part
That's
1,
fair,
part 2 kind of thing because it's like this is where he unlocked him. You know, this is where Gojo found himself. How he figured everything out. I think that it just filled my boxes of oh, this is crazy. He got beat up. He got messed up. Toji was great. You know, he he got Gojo to where his weakest point was at, and effectively
He didn't die though, no?
Who, Gojo?
Gojo died that instant where he's pierced him through the heart.
He didn't. I don't think he died.
He didn't die.
He said that once he got stabbed in the neck, is when he started to
Die.
put all his curse technique into the reversal one.
Yeah.
And that's where he found out.
Because if he were to die, he can't do reversal.
Yeah.
I swear that like his body was just moving on its own to like.
No.
I think you're making more lore than these two. But yeah, I think that would be my second top fight for sure.
That's a surprising pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think the one that I said, just because like the meaning behind the battle, I said Askeladd versus Bjorn,
Yeah.
his friend, just because like I don't know, it's just like it shows that scene showed like what kind of character Askeladd was. You know, like this whole time we hate him, we think he doesn't like anybody, but then like he has to kill his first and only friend that he ever thought of. You know,
Yeah.
and just like he did it out of respect too. You know, I feel like that fight. I mean, that's just like a little I mean, like I really like that fight, even though it doesn't have like crazy choreography, crazy animation. It's just like the meaning behind it.
Yeah. What did I say? I think I said the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Cell.
I think you said Goku versus Vegeta.
I think I did say that.
No, you did say that, yeah.
I think I said both of them.
Yeah.
I was thinking back in my head, I was like, I either say Goku Vegeta or the Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
And I mean, both of them were great. And I'm talking about Goku versus Vegeta the first time they met.
They met. When they were on the rocks?
Yeah. So it's like, you know, it goes all the way from the beginning and showing how from that step, you know, that was a soul moment where Vegeta realized, like, you know, Goku's not too bad, you know. He's actually someone I can look up to and, like, progress and
equal.
Yeah, and equal. Yeah. Someone equal in trait.
Yeah. For me, I chose Kid Buu versus Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Only because, you know, Vegeta actually acknowledged how stronger Goku is, and you know he's the only person who actually saved the Earth. Now,
okay,
you know?
yeah, I get
and save like the universe.
It's up to you.
It was up to him
you,
now,
Goku,
and then just him talking while you know Goku's just putting his life on the line, and then you know everyone coming back from they came back because of the dragon from the Namek, right? Namek planet, right? And you know for it'll be like the whole universe destroying, you know, the true evil, you know, because they all put their spirit into the spirit bomb, and then you know I feel like that just like that was like a true like fight, you know, favorite fight of all time.
Yeah, I feel like one that surprisingly none of us mentioned. I mean, I would have mentioned it, but
Fire Force.
No, I was gonna say, who would you say in Fire Force?
Almost every fight, though, like the sound effects, like carries.
Yeah, no, but I was gonna say like based off like it being a fight by itself is Sukuna versus Maharaga, just because for me. But no,
I don't think it was just straight animation.
But that's what I'm saying. Being a fight with it, like in that fight, it was like actually like they were just going all out. You know? Like none of them cared about anything around them. True. Nobody like they just wanted each other to fight. You know?
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah.
Like I honestly put that in a different category. Just
I think I would because
just how crazy it was.
Because to me, like my fight was because. It was like almost the progression of Gojo. Mm-hmm. Yours was because of the meaning of the fight, you know? You had, you know, Vegeta and Goku. Vegeta finally understanding, okay, this is not my foe. This is the person that, you know, we can be together, you know? And, you know, yours, the meaning behind it. And this one, the Moryaga versus, it's just straight chaos.
Straight chaos, yeah. It's like something with like I want to say like a true fight supposed to be just like a fight that, you know.
That's why I feel like just that's why I feel like it's like such a unique fight because it's just like I don't know, it's just like one of the fights where
but
it's not like it lacks story. It's just like the fact that it's like two like big villains, but they're fighting each other. And we're like so intrigued in it, you know.
True. Yeah,
solid pick. I mean, I always see like posters like this is the original Sukuna versus Maharaga. It's Vassalord Ichigo versus Vassalord Ucleora. Because like that's another fight where it's like Ichigo's the main character, but he's a monster at the time. And it's just like two monsters just destroying everything, you know? Right, yeah.
What? No, sorry.
What?
No, I you have time, but yeah.
Should we close up or no?
We could do one more question. If you want.
Another one question?
That's
Yeah.
one question.
All right. I mean, a question that I have just right now off the top of my head was, what I could ask either what. All right, it'll be like a two-parter kind of. But so, what anime? What?
No.
Yeah.
All right, what anime has the best first episode, and then what anime has the best ending? Like actually, like where the story finishes, and you're like, wow, that was a good ending. Like 10 out of 10.
We'll let Joe.
You're not the guest.
Best first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Like one where you're like, wow, this is like peak, like
Peak cinema.
I'm trying to think.
I was looking around.
Yeah, I'm looking. I want to make sure.
You want to share while you get your thoughts on it?
I'll go first.
I already have like 3 in mind.
Yeah.
So we're talking about first episode, right? So like for me, like one that's always like hooked me like every single time is Fire Force. It's like
yeah.
just like how he's
I remember
he gets
watching
like Shimura gets like introduced so well as the main character, and him like coming in and saving
the
nun.
the nun, and just like the sound effects. That's like the first time I'm like, damn, the sound effects are like crazy in this
Yeah.
one. And it was just like such a good episode, and it hooked me up like on the first one. But
Do you want
For me, I think I'm actually gonna give it to I'm not gonna say Dr. Stone. Yeah. My Hero. Just like Deku's origin.
You too could be a
Hero. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that was like a three his or introducing Deku. But this is like the first episode how we just got introduced to a quirkless boy who wants to become a hero.
Yeah.
And then him actually becoming a hero.
Yeah.
doesn't he meet Deku?
All Might, yeah.
First episode, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why it ends off with him saying you could be a hero.
Yeah, that was good.
For me, I have 3 in mind. First, just because like this is the first episode is just like the build up, and when that episode builds up, Zom 100, just because like the first the first whole episode is just like he's just like bored of his life, and then when it finally builds up, like he's free, the OST starts playing, like I was like, damn, this is crazy.
Yeah.
We'll play that OST.
But another one is just so underrated, Ninja Kamui, just because like people hated on the rest of that first episode.
Oh my god,
That's where it started.
That was insane. Like the story, like it has a story within itself in the first episode. You see his whole origin story in that first episode.
That was good.
And like,
did you see it? No, you didn't. You didn't watch it. Huh?
No,
I watched the
watched
first
it.
episode. Yeah.
but like like his whole family, like him wanting to get his revenge. You see his family die. He was going crazy.
That one was good.
Yeah.
That one was good.
And then what was the third one I was gonna say?
Bleach.
What was it?
796?
No.
Dr. Stone?
Good luck.
Blood is actually crazy, that won't lie.
Orphan is another good one. Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
The first episode.
Yeah, when Dad died.
No?
Yes.
No.
Okay, you know. Like, what?
That was like the third episode,
No,
no?
you're stupid.
No,
It's
second.
literally the
Wait,
first
what was the
episode.
third one I had?
Mm,
It was like a really, really good one too.
clearly, it's not good enough.
Is it,
Yu-Gi-Oh?
I forgot what the third one is. I'm blanking.
Pokemon?
you got yours on or no?
Yeah, it's a tie, honestly.
Which ones?
It's a tie between Dr. Stone actually and the Vinland Saga opening, because it's the one episode that actually got me hooked.
Yeah.
Because I saw that there's potential for a story.
Yeah.
And with Dr. Stone, I was just like, I was just blown away because it's when he's counting the numbers,
Yeah.
That's right.
And right off the bat, I'm like, oh, this guy's it.
Yeah.
He's it. I think for me though, that's a good way to bring me in is the potential of
character.
I'm gonna like this person,
Yeah.
When it comes to ending, I mean, a lot of our favorite animes
Haven't ended.
ended yet. So I mean, obviously, I think Loose.
Code Geass.
Code
Code
Geass
Geass,
just has a
yeah.
very great ending.
That's up there. That's up there.
And Plan Amend.
I'll say that. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah.
Platinum Man.
Yeah.
I think it was great. It's
ending.
you know?
Yeah.
And it's what
The kid
Death Note
became a
gave us.
god now?
Huh?
The kid became the god?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They destroyed.
He killed himself because
Yeah.
like as soon as the angel left him, he was like, "Alright, I'm killing myself."
Yeah, it was just great. Beginning, middle, and end.
Terra Renaissance. Good ending for me.
That one's crazy.
That one's a crazy ending. It's like short anime.
I wish he pressed the button though.
11
I
episodes.
gotta watch that.
Bro, you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
That was
That
good.
was insane.
I like the Code Geass too, but I mean, Terra Renaissance is one of the good ones.
So you would go with
Platinum Man.
Platinum Man?
Yeah,
Platinum Man's
yeah.
great,
Mhm.
I think it was just like I didn't see it ending that way.
I didn't at all. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just you don't you knew. Because we got hints to what it was gonna be,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But we just didn't think it was gonna be that way. We thought it was gonna go a whole other way.
Yeah.
We're gonna get another season. It's gonna keep going, but no, it just it finished that way. I was like, okay, all right, I see.
That's
it.
good. Yeah. The word one a bad ending that I didn't really like was Death. Destiny something?
Yeah,
Taco V.
Taco V Destiny. They really
it
sold
had
that.
such a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
It had such a great concept.
opening.
And then I know. Oh man, Showtime, you know. I felt like we were like let on so much.
Yeah.
We thought he was gonna
So
write a
much
song.
potential.
We thought he was gonna write a
Yeah,
song.
we thought he was gonna write a song. It was gonna be Sophie. Oh man, yeah. I kind of just forgot. I
Yeah,
put that out
yeah.
of my brain because
I
I
don't
was so disappointed.
Yeah.
because they just rushed it. They really there's
It did feel rushed.
Yeah.
It had so much potential. It really did.
For me, my favorite ending, just because I remember being so satisfied with it and just being happy with it. Tokyo Ghoul,
Oh,
that
that's a good
one,
That's a good one.
oh my gosh, just the
I
opening I
rewatched
played.
that. Yeah.
It's just it's a happy, good ending, you know.
Yeah.
It's just something that you're satisfied with. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
but yeah.
Last comment. Your name is best movie. There you go.
Oh, shit.
That's why I saw that day is better.
But that's not a movie.
It should be a movie. It felt like a movie.
Weathering with you was pretty good too.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I know you like Blue Giant, but
All right, PLC. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and we'll get right back to it in the next one. So see you guys.
Litvisionary, rap visionary, married to Jill. Building empire strong, got the Netflix chill. Brotherhood of legends, most with Caitlyn by his side. Next gen hero Gershom, Ramsey's got the pride. Mock me, tech genius, brains on overload. Gutsy, thrill seeker, stories never going told. Leonidas the youngest, brave heart in the crew. Para fam strong, through thick and thin we flew. Our legacy never fade, always bright as a star.